This is Radio Nepal. I am Tika Prasad Khadka with the news. Our top stories first. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli says people's leader Madan Bhandari was leader with multidimensional personality. Premier Oli stresses the need of assimilating principles propounded by leader Bhandari. Government side begins debate and dissolution of House of Representatives case from today. Public transport to open from tomorrow in odd-even system. Nepal reports a total of 2,444 new cases of COVID-19 in past 24 hours. And Canada records highest ever temperature breaking 84-year-old record. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli has said that people's leader Madan Bhandari has been established as personality with positive attitude who led Nepali society in the path of peace and development. At an event organized today by Madan Bhandari Foundation on the occasion of 70th birth anniversary of late communist leader Madan Bhandari, Prime Minister Oli said that they had the responsibility of accomplishing the campaign of social change and progress forwarded by leader Bhandari. Premier Oli, who is also chairperson of the foundation, stressed on the need of moving forward by assimilating the principles propounded by leader Bhandari. Leader Bhandari had propounded the popular ideology of people's multi-party democracy. On a different note, Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli asserted that the Supreme Court could not offset the debate which is being held in a way to incite violence. He opined that any activities inciting violence in the court should not be permitted. The Prime Minister was referring to a remark for an advocate who was putting forth his points against the dissolution of the House of Representatives at the hearing on the case relating to the dissolution of House of Representatives in the Apex Court. The advocate had cited incidents of France and the UK and warned that there could be assassination of President and the Prime Minister. Meantime, the Prime Minister refuted CP and UML leader Madhav Kumar Nepal's previous statement that he was secretly proposed for the post of Prime Minister. He also accused leader Nepal of enjoying to be cadres of Maoist Center leader Pushpakamal Dahal Prachanda. The government side has begun debate on the dissolution of House of Representatives case from today. Attorney General Ramesh Badal took part in the pleading defending the government's decision to dissolve the House of Representatives, second time on the 22nd of May. The Supreme Court on Sunday concluded the hearing on the writ petition filed by 146 lawmakers of the dissolved House. A total of 36 legal practitioners pleaded on behalf of writ petitioners, demanding that the House should be reinstated and Sir Bahadur Deuba should be appointed the Prime Minister of Nepal. The hearing on the case is on the way since Wednesday before the Constitutional Bench, comprising Chief Justice Cholendra Shamsher Rana, Judges Deepak Kumar Karki, Meera Khadka, Ishwar Prasad Khatioda and Dr. Anand Mohan Bhattarai. The public vehicles with over 25 seat capacity are to be allowed for operation in Kathmandu Valley from tomorrow in odd-even number plate system. In a press statement today, the District Administration Office Kathmandu stated that public transport entrepreneurs are required to make sure the enforcement of public health protocols and physical distancing rules while operating the service. The operation hours have been fixed from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. In case of private vehicles, travel up to 4 persons has been allowed in a car, jeep and a van, and up to 3 in case of taxi. The odd-even number plate system is also applicable for two-wheelers as well. This news comes to you from Radio Nepal. Here we take a short break.
हेलो के गर्दैछौ हाम्रो बिहेको शपिङको लागि आको नि बाबा मम्मीसँग
ए हो
बाबा मम्मी यति हुनुहुन्छ के सोच्नुहुन्छ होला उहाँले मलाई त कस्तो लाज लाग्छ भरे राति बोलौँ न ल
अहिले फ्री वाइफाई छ के अफिसमा बुझ न भरे कसरी गर्नु
मेरो हुनेवाला श्रीमानज्यूलाई यति पनि थाहा छैन कि क्या हो
के थाहा छैन मलाई
एनटीसी को अनलिमिटेड नाइट भोइस प्याक राति 10 बजेदेखि बिहान 6 बजेसम्म
हो त है मेरो वाइफ त कति स्मार्ट अब त रातै हाम्रो
अब रात तपाईको नेपाल टेलिकम राष्ट्रको सञ्चार
Welcome back. Now, rest of the news updates. The country has reported a total of 2,444 new cases of COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. According to Health Ministry, Jhapa, Morang, Sunsari, Chitwan, Kaski and Nolprasi East recorded higher number of COVID-19 cases compared to other districts in the last 24 hours. With the recent update, the COVID-19 infection tally raised 635,188 in the country till this date. Meantime, the ministry confirmed additional 3,853 recoveries today. With this, the COVID recovery rate now stands at 92.6%, while the death rate is 1.42%. Likewise, 42 COVID-19 related deaths have been reported today across the country. Heavy rainfall is predicted in the eastern and central parts of the country from coming Wednesday, making monsoon more active thereafter. According to senior meteorologist Min Kumar Aryal, the monsoon that entered Nepal on July 11 was not so active until today, but the monsoon will begin to rise from coming Wednesday onward. And monsoon-induced disasters are likely in various parts of the country due to heavy rainfall. The Department of Hydrology and Meteorology has called for precaution against possible disasters in the vulnerable areas. The 14th meeting of the Province 1 budget session has been postponed after CPN Mao Center Province Assembly members protested. The disgruntled Mao Center members stood from their respective seats in protest shortly after meeting convened. The Province Assembly will on Tuesday. This news comes to you from Radio Nepal. Now to some international updates. Canada has recorded its highest ever temperature as the country's west and the U.S. Pacific Northwest fragile in an unprecedented heat wave. Officials said Lytton in British Columbia soared to 46.6 Celsius on Sunday, breaking an 84-year-old record. A heat dome of high pressure parked over the region has set new records in many other areas as well. The US and Canada have both warned citizens of dangerous heat levels that could persist this week. Experts say the climate change is expected to increase the frequency of extreme weather events such as heat waves. The US says it has carried out airstrikes against Iran-backed militia near the Iraq-Syria border in response to drone attacks on its forces in Iraq. A Pentagon spokesperson said the strikes targeted operational and weapons storage facilities at 3 locations. And a powerful Iraqi militia alliance, the Popular Mobilization Forces, said 4 members of one faction were killed and threatened to retaliate. About 2,500 U.S. troops are in Iraq as part of global coalition supporting local security forces in their fight against the jihadist group Islamic State. Now the general weather forecast for the country for tonight. According to the Meteorological Forecasting Division, the weather will be generally to mostly cloudy throughout the country. Light to moderate rain is likely to occur at some places of Province 1, Province 2, Bagmati Province and Gandaki Province, and light rain at a few places of Lumbini Province, Karnali Province and Sudapaschim Province. There are also chances of heavy rainfall at 1 or 2 places of Province 1. With this, we have almost come to the end of the news from Radio Nepal Pudisa. But before wrapping up, top stories once more. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli says people's leader Madan Bhandari was a leader with multidimensional personality. Premier Oli stresses a need of assimilating principles propounded by leader Bhandari. Government side begins a debate on dissolution of House of Representatives case from today. Public transport to open from tomorrow in odd-even system. Nepal reports a total of 2,444 new cases of COVID-19 in last 24 hours. And Canada records highest ever temperature, breaking 84-year-old record. Well, that's the end of the news from Radio Nepal Pudisa. Please also log on to our website www.onlineradionepal.gov.np for more news and online programs. Our next news in English is at 8 in the morning tomorrow. Stay tuned and have a good night.